Morning Joe Scarborough says we could be fired tomorrow. Indeed, he's deeply concerned that Comcast is spinning off MSNBC. Their viewership is in the gutter. Nobody wants to watch. And viewers are boycotting in large numbers what little viewers they had left. Rosie O'Donnell put out a video where she says, that's it. They've kissed the pinky ring. We will no longer watch Morning Joe. Sad to see it, I guess. Not really. MSNBC used to be normal. Then they went off the deep end. Now, the funny thing about it is, why did Joe Scarborough go down to meet with Donald Trump? Well, as it were, the rumors are, and these are coming from left-wing sources picked up by right-wing sources. The rumors are circulating. Joe Scarborough is concerned the DOJ could go after him over the death of an intern from a long time ago. I don't know how much I believe that, but apparently Matt Gaetz had a folder. Apparently the folder had information on this case involving Joe Scarborough 20 years ago, where an intern of his was found dead. They say there was no impropriety. You know, it was an accident or whatever. We'll get into the full details. But Joe Scarborough may be concerned about the reopening of that investigation. As the left says, the unfounded conspiracy that would bog him down. As the right says, he will finally be brought to justice. Now, I don't know what he's accused of or whatever that's about. I can play some of the videos for you. But regardless, they could be fired tomorrow. And this is not just about the boycott. It's about Comcast basically spinning off MSNBC. But what's funny is the only reason they're getting spun off is because their ratings are in the gutter, because they're nuts. Joe Scarborough railed against Trump endlessly, and now all of a sudden he's seen the light. Let me play for you the clip.
All right, time now for a look at some of the other stories making headlines this morning. Comcast, which owns our parent company, NBC Universal, plans to spin off its cable TV networks. That's according to the Wall Street Journal and people familiar with the situation. The company will separate off entertainment and news channels, including MSNBC, CNBC, USA, Oxygen, E, Sci-Fi, and the Golf Channel.
So it's spinning off.
The new cable venture will reportedly have an ownership structure that mirrors Comcast's. Comcast spokesperson declined to comment.
So, Willie, as you look at the screen right there, the big concern that stockholders right now on Wall Street are wondering about before they decide what to do with Comcast shares is whether Mika is going to have to give up her penthouse perch atop the Comcast
First
building.
Thought I had
Since
to,
I
what
never
happens
had it.
to the When are we going to get invited to the penthouse?
Never. They never let us up. I will say really quickly on this, you know, a Drudge at the top said, like news meltdown, all this other stuff. I mean, I could be completely wrong. We could all be fired a year from now or whenever this happens. You never know what's going to happen.
Or tomorrow.
But in this.
One could hope. One could hope. Well, you know, maybe we'll get fired tomorrow because of this. Here's Rosie O'Donnell.
Hold, please. So Mika and Joe went down to Mar-a-Lago to kiss the ring. It's the last time I ever watched Morning Joe.
Oh,
Period.
No.
End of statement. Unreal. Unreal. For months you were telling us he's the worst thing that could happen to this country and democracy. And then you go kiss his ring? Despicable.
Yeah, they're despicable. I think so for other reasons, but let me go back to the beginning and play that again.
It's the last time I ever watched Morning Joe. Period. End of statement.
Okay, end of statement. Rosie O'Donnell then goes on for an additional 20 seconds to elaborate on her statement that had already ended.
Unreal. Unreal.
The cope and the seethe, ladies and gentlemen. Viewers continue to bolt from Morning Joe amid fallout over hosts kissing the ring at Mar-a-Lago. Yeah. The precipitous ratings drop. Is it a ratings drop? The ratings were already in the gutter. Comes at the worst possible time for the morning talk show. On Wednesday, parent company Comcast announced that it was spinning off NBC Universal's cable channel lineup amid rampant cord cutting, including cable news networks MSNBC and CNBC. A rep from MSNBC did not immediately respond to requests for comment. According to Nielsen, the 4-hour broadcast of Morning Joe drew only 680,000 total viewers, representing a 12% dip from Monday's airing. Additionally, the program only averaged 86,000 viewers in the coveted key demo. Hey, that's not bad. Their weekend ratings were 28,000. You know, and I'll just say, I put out like a weekend video periodically and trying to do full weekend shows and try as I might. But I put out a show on the morning of Saturday, a couple 100,000 in the key demo. That's just me. Some random guy on YouTube. They can't even get 86,000 key demo viewers. That's why they're going to get fired. Listen, 680,000 viewers, that ain't nothing. It's just they're more likely to be older. And so the types of things you can advertise to them, they don't generate as much money. The ad rates are not as good. For the coveted demo, you got basically everything in the world. Now, I do think there's an issue with people not having kids because kids are big drivers of the economy. But 86,000 key demo viewers, what are they pulling in? Like, I don't know, $1,000? $1,000? Look, I get it. TV, they've got carriage fees and all that stuff. But outside of that, how much are you going to spend for 86,000 viewers? So Tucker Carlson was pulling in, what was he doing? He's like $3 million a night. And we had reached out to Fox News about buying ads on Fox News because we wanted to do that Our Pillow gag. And they told us that it was like $12,000 for a 30-second ad run on that show to appear twice, on the first one and on the rerun. I'm like, wow, that's not bad. 3 million people, but it's like 600,000 in the key demo. Here's the thing. That rate with 3 million viewers, and that's the rate for one 30-second ad, that's the rate for YouTube. It's the same thing. It's the same CPM. So if we get 500,000 views on a video, you typically sell that for about $10,000. That's the cost. And we don't do a lot of reads, but we're going to start picking some up because obviously the company's got to make money and expand and all that stuff. But 86,000. So what are they pulling in? I don't know. To be fair, maybe like $1,600 an ad. Is that going to pay their multi-million-dollar salaries? Don't think so. Their key demo viewership was also down 12%. But let's talk about what everybody wants to talk about, of course. And it's the murder accusations. Joe Scarborough is reportedly petrified of Matt Gaetz becoming Attorney General and investigating the suspicious death of his intern. Well, of course, as you heard earlier, Matt Gaetz is withdrawing his nomination. Unfortunately, we'll see if we can get any more info on that later. But for now, it's he's withdrawing his name. And that's unfortunate, but we'll see. We'll see. In the meantime, though, Joe Scarborough is apparently petrified, and that's why they say he went to go meet with Donald Trump. I want to play for you a video, and you can hear what Joe Scarborough had to say about this 20 years ago. Before we do, head over to castbrew.com and buy some Cast Brew coffee. See, I said we don't do ads, but we do sponsor ourselves. I recommend you guys pick up some Stand Your Grounds medium roast. They're all delicious. Appalachian Nights is the top seller, but try Stand Your Grounds. I think we need to get more people to try it, and then maybe we'll shuffle it up and see, people might like other blends. Of course, our Colombian is a little bit cheaper than our blends, but check it out and become a member at timcast.com to support our work. And here's a story from the Gateway Pundit. Now, it's actually sourced from Puck News, where they go on to say, specifically, Joe and Micah have told friends and associates they're afraid that Trump and Gaetz will resurrect a decades-old BS birther-level conspiracy about the death of Lori Klasutis, a 28-year-old intern in Scarborough's former Florida congressional office who died in 2001 from complications relating to a heart condition, and use it to apply legal pressure on Scarborough and others to make his life a living hell. Here's a video from a joke. What is this? This aired in 2003. Here you go.
But you've got to, occasionally we're going to try to help you. And you've just, right, Charles, you've got to listen. So.
Well, tell me what I need to do.
Well, no, you're doing great. I mean, don't be afraid to be funny.
Okay.
Because you are funny. That was I asked you why you went in Congress. You said you'd had sex with the intern, then you had to kill her.
Exactly.
I mean, that's pretty risky to say.
What are you going to do?
So it could be, you can be very good. I mean, I actually like Keith Olbermann and I like Matthews.
Man, what crazy times. Clearly they're joking. But there are some people who believe it's true. I think it was obviously just a joke. You said you had to with an intern and then you had to kill her. I misrecounted. Exactly, Scarborough said. That's pretty risky to say. What are you going to do? Scarborough joked. Well, they do say every joke has its truth. I don't know. What I can say is MSNBC's ratings are in the gutter and they could be fired tomorrow. So, you know what, guys? It is what it is. We are winning the narrative battle. This is the podcast presidency, they call it. And because of the efforts of viewers like you who support shows like this and all the other shows you guys watch, YouTube actually shows what you guys watch. So when I go on my YouTube, I can see my subscribers and it actually tells me what the people who watch me also watch. And so it's funny because I have 3 channels and it's like, what do they also watch? And they watch me. It's like, if you watch this channel, you probably watch the other ones. But then I can see like Benny Johnson's in there. Shout out to Benny Johnson. And so we're winning. I accept it. We don't all agree in this space on our politics. Joe Rogan certainly is a more liberal guy. RFK, Tulsi Gabbard, Benny Johnson's more conservative. Ben Shapiro is certainly more conservative, but we get along because we're just trying to figure out what's true, and policy comes after the fact so that we can live together. How easy would that be? Well, here's hoping, Joe. Maybe you should retire. Good luck. I'll leave it there. Smash the like button. Share the show with everyone you know. Become a member over at timcast.com to support our work, and we will see you all in the next segment.